All right, good morning. All right, so I've been reading some comments, and yeah, I know everybody's like, "Oh, don't read the comments. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you read the comments, you're gonna hate everybody." That's not true. So I just would like to actually answer some of the comments that are in the 8530 down and the loader in action. Okay, so I've kind of got my screens a little offset, so you're going to have to just bear with me here. I'm going to be looking to the left and looking to the right, but let's see if we can get a decent video here so that we all know what's going on and why the video quality has declined, because this is not the first comment that I've read that says my video quality has declined. I'm slurping. So some people say that, well, I'm going to read this one. Mike Walker. I'm going to read names because I just think that it makes it a little more personal that I'm talking directly to him. He says, I get the feeling that your heart is not for YouTube as it was this time last year. Can see the quality of your videos dropping. Well, I didn't think the quality of that video was dropping. I mean, I spent a little extra time doing some editing and stuff, and it just, I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you're watching other YouTubers that put a huge amount of time into their videos, and then you come over to my channel and you see my daily vlog, which has waned a little bit for the last 2 months because I've been away working. I've been doing work that most YouTube vloggers don't do. Custom harvesting is a whole new level of intensity, and yes, it does take a lot more time to do that than it does to actually make YouTube videos. So here's one, and then there was a reply from Chris Rawlison. So Chris, he's kind of got it right, I guess, but not quite right. He says it's not just YouTube. He's had a super hard last 2 years between trying to expand, help allow his kids to make a living off the farm, as well as weather torturing every hay farmer around by making it easier to pull teeth than to get decent hay bale made. Well, I make good hay by accident, so it really doesn't matter too much. I was just trying to get a hay bale made. It didn't matter what it looked like or the quality of it. As long as it wasn't full of weeds and rotten, we were good. And then you add the whole YouTube flipping out about cussing, and it's been coming at him from all sides anymore. And that is true. Gobble My Balls has been really just pecking away at my style, I guess. Should I calm the cussing down? Yes, I believe I have. I mean, if you go back to 2015, there's a period of my time there starting July 11th, 2015 to 2017. Until about 2017, 15, 16, 17. There was a 3-year period where I didn't let anybody know on YouTube what was going on. But whatever. Okay. What he is saying is his language sometimes gets crude, which is true. That's the ladies' man thing. And then Kat McGlynn, she says, I work in a jail, so I don't get offended by what he says. If you are a woman working in jail, I'm sure you've heard everything possible about your body and about everything that they can think of, and then some. I'm going to lower my seat a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Okay, you know how to unsubscribe if you don't like it, Bill. Well, we don't need to get that crazy. I've been a big advocate for if you don't like what you see, please unsubscribe, and that's true. But I don't think Bill Delete is saying anything bad, And Kat McGlynn, she says, I'm a lady, I'm mechanically inclined, and I enjoy that aspect of your show. And I appreciate that. I got 35 likes on the ladies' man thing. Me too, Kat. Plus, Wes loves his 8530 so much as I love mine. Though I'm too busy farming to do mechanic work on my tractors, watching him cuss and fume is my pleasure relief valve. Doesn't hurt that I've seen him work on the tractors when I talk to my local John Deere shop, foreman and mechanics either. Yeah, they hate me over there. Well, they don't hate me. I actually take some work away from them by empowering people to do these jobs on their own. Now, the 8530, you didn't see me wrenching on it because A, I've misplaced my tripod. I need to buy a new one because I cannot find the damn thing. It's not in any of my tractors. It's not even in the motorhome. I have no idea where this thing has disappeared to. So I'm going to have to do that to get it, the quality of the videos, I guess, back up that they're bearable to watch for some. And here's the other thing. I've been running back and forth to Maryland 3 times now in the last week. 3 times in the last week, and I got to go again today to load the last pieces of equipment to come back up. So it's not that the quality of the videos, I'm just exhausted. It's a very huge undertaking to do these jobs that I'm doing that most YouTube farmers on here don't even attempt. I'm not trying to underscore their abilities or even their work ethic at all. By no means am I doing that. But what I am doing is I'm just kind of tired. I mean, if you do everything that I do in a year, you've done some work, and trust me, I've worn out people. I'm not worn out. I mean, I'm tired, but I get up every morning and do my job. I go to work and do that. Here's one. Renault Wanders. I still don't understand why U.S. tractors don't have foot throttles. Maybe Wes can build one on it. Okay, so the foot throttle. I can buy the foot throttle for that tractor, believe it or not. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. They do sell them. They're a plug-and-play kind of a thing. There's a wiring harness there. You just go doink, and you're golden. I'm the kind of person that can get into any machine and just run it the way it's designed to be run. I don't have to be like, and there are people out there that can't. I mean, they're like, oh my God, I need a foot throttle, or oh my God, this tractor's too big to do this job. I just get in it. I don't complain. I do the job, and that's just the way I've always been. I'm just grateful. Well, and here's the other thing. People that don't own their own equipment, that just work for somebody, they're the first ones to complain about it because they don't own it. It's like, oh, I hate this piece of shit. Well, you don't have to hate it. Just run the damn thing. Shut up and run the damn thing. If you want one that you like so much, then you go out and buy it. That's just the way it is. Oh, you and your whack pack are such disasters on machinery. Wouldn't wish your abused, neglected, used crap on my worst enemy. Well, that's okay. I mean, probably coming from somebody that doesn't even own their equipment. Probably, I don't know. They're just useless assholes that watch my channel because they got nothing else better to do in their lives other than to complain about my stuff. 607. This is, oh my God, wow. You are such a professional farmer. I mean, wow. Okay, so now I got to see what that one is. What was I doing? Well, that was interesting. So, what was so terrible about that? I moved a broken bale. I moved a broken bale. What's wrong with that? That's 607. Such a professional farmer, so I moved a broken bale. You see, and this is some of the criticism that you take now. Whatever. If you take those criticisms with a grain of salt, that's fine. But what was the point in pointing that out? That I moved a broken bale out of the way? They happen. I've baled over 30,000 bales this year. Don't you think it's okay to break a few? I don't know. If you're going to England or Ireland, you should get a John Deere 6155R. Maybe. If they come up with a decent loader on them, I don't like the H360 loader. I need a bigger loader. I think they make an H680. You know, the bigger of the bigger loads. It looks like the 8120 might need rear weights. So that 8120 is weighted pretty good, believe it or not. There's 2 sets of weights on the inside of those tires. Coming soon, Pandy Farm Equipment. It's just hard to work with. Okay, so yes, the 8120. All right, so now here's a point that I'd like to make about the 8120. The 8120 is a heavy-duty tractor, but if you're pulling loads of hay, one wagon holds 27 bales, and you take a 27 1,500 plus pound bales. The other wagon holds 24, and I pull that all the time with the 8120. It throws it around. I mean, that's a 190 horsepower tractor, at the drawbar there, and it does still throw that tractor around. So you do still have to be pretty careful. And like the 7410, that's scary when you get going with a machine like that with that kind of weight. That's why I put that loader on that tractor over the 7530. But I'm looking at a 7530 with a loader already on it. I think that's going to have the most horsepower, and it has the 741 loader on it. So it will reach, and it will reach, and it will have the power and the weight to pull and stop these loads. So yeah. When are you going to bite the bullet and get a telehandler? Well, I've thought about getting a telehandler, Agrivid's production, but the usefulness of it at the stack is perfect. But bringing the material back to the stack, it's useless. I can't pull anything. I'm going as far as 30 miles with these things. Maybe you can drive it there or whatever, load it up on a trailer, load it there, but then, you still have to have 2 machines. And my dad is 71, he'll be 72 years old. He's not getting in and out of the tractor. So, yeah. Yeah. Bale heaven, is it enough to keep going through? No. That pile will be gone by that stack that you're seeing us, around there. That stack will last maybe to the middle of January, maybe. There's really, we move it. There's a load going every day. Well, John Deere 6830 fan would be as well off to buy a proper twin rotor Krone rake. No. See, the problem with those things is there's a lot of mechanical moving parts, and when you're running over thousands and thousands, literally it would be going over no less than 5,000 acres in a year. And the amount of money that it would take to maintain that thing, it isn't worth it. So you're looking at, $30,000 for a hay rake that I could buy 4, 30,000, 7's 14, 21. Yeah, 4 of the H&S wheel rakes. I will just build a wheel rake that can take the abuse. Me and my nephew have pretty much figured out that that's what we are going to do. We're going to make it a 14 wheel rake instead of a 12. And, well, this is my idea. I haven't talked with him about it yet, but I'm going to make it a 14 wheel rake, and I'm going to make the pitch a little steeper so that there's less tension on the wheels so that they last a little bit longer. I've run these things for 20 years. I kind of think I know that they work better than a rotary rake. Anybody that's tried to do this business with a rotary rake soon goes back to the wheel rakes. It's just a cold, hard fact. I'm not making dairy feed or anything like that. I like the material that I'm putting through it to be swept clean. I know you guys with the rotary rakes are just like, oh my God, you'll never go back. I know plenty of people that have gone back. Okay, they're too expensive. Good stuff. Would look forward to seeing a hay rake build. You will see that. I'm not quitting YouTube, guys. And yes, some of the video quality has gone down. I just like to keep people here, and watching the things that I do as I do them, and with the time that I have to do these videos, this is something fun to do. And I'm going to sum this up before my 15.5 minute mark here. This is something fun that I do. Yes, I make a little bit of money at it. Is it what I used to make? Fuck no. I don't make half of what I used to make on YouTube. I just don't. I know you guys have been watching the fodder job. This is what I did. That whole thing was done on this phone, this Apple phone. From the editing to uploading, and there's nothing special that I can do. I can't add clips. You can't add stuff. You can't break them apart. You can only shorten them. So yeah, it was really difficult to do that job. So if you feel that there was a decline, you're just damn lucky that you got anything out of that. Okay, and I will be producing a video at the end of the year. I'm going to start working on it here pretty soon, because I really would think that the whole year was more interesting in one video, probably a 15-minute video of the whole entire year, start to finish, and you can watch that. I'm going to do it. I threatened I'm going to do it before, but this year was very intense and very interesting and fun at times and disappointing at times, but it is what it is. So thanks for watching. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button just to spite yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.